I'm going to be seeing a Protoss play in
Yes.
the Elite, and it's Patience, and
Yes.
I love Patience.
Solid player. And yeah, well, obviously I'm definitely very happy to have a Protoss player in here as the Protoss player. Players are ready. Good luck, have fun has been called by the admin.
Good luck, has fun has been called by us, and probably the players as well.
It has, yeah. Well, maybe not the players. They're like, just
a barcode is called it.
Ooh. Ooh. Patience is a bit mannered then. MMA's like, no, you're not having good luck. Don't have fun. I'm going to beat you.
How dare you have fun in a game.
And of course, everyone, I'm pretty excited to personally have a Protoss player tonight because Patience has missed the first 2 weeks, and obviously I am the Protoss here.
Indeed. So we're expecting the mad analyzing.
Yeah. it's not going to be hard to analyze a build, I tell you. That's probably what we're going to see. But yeah, Heavy Rain LE, could you do the introductions?
I would love to do the introductions. Let me just find your vision. There you are. So, ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner as the Blue Terran. Playing for Team Acer, we have MMA.
And one very quick second. For some reason, the hotkeys just keep changing on this.
Okay.
Computer.
Hotkeys have been changed.
Yep.
Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the top left-hand corner as the Red Protoss, we have Patience.
AKA Barcode.
AKA Barcode.
Barcode. Alright, so, obviously we just joined NA. Oh, someone's got a bit of lag with...
I'm not lagging.
No, it's not. Definitely not ourselves, but you can see it. But, we just swapped NA server, so that's not too unexpected.
Indeed, I've been playing the Blizzard Heroes of the Storm on NA for the last few weeks, and it has NA lag.
Yeah,
NA lag just exists.
Well, do you remember freaking Heartless Swarm Beater?
Oh, yes.
Wyolf has left.
Goodbye, Wyolf.
Maybe it was him lagging.
Maybe.
Yep, now the map is going to be Heavy Rain LE, guys, which is, of course, Ladder Edition. It's a 2-player map, a map that is very popular for Blink builds, even before the nerf, and still after it as well. Blink is still viable. The Mothership range nerf, that is.
Indeed.
And, of course, this is why you can see here there's a lot of area around the main base to obviously blink in and
so much cliff.
Yeah, it's too much cliff, realistically. There's so much.
It'd be easy just to put some non-passable terrain in front of it, but it's just been left alone. I'm personally not that comfortable with it. I'd be fine if, I suppose that only really deals with Reapers as well. What I just said, so never mind, ignore everything I just said.
Yeah. Now, Reapers, of course, perfectly standard. This is kind of what, like on a map like this as well, which proxies are kind of popular as well. He can get up there fast, he can scout, he can see what's going on, and then, of course, if something is off or fishy or he believes something is missing, he can obviously scout the map very fast to try and find it. And,
didn't get to see who that was. Yeah, we probably don't want the game to be lagging as much as possible, so if we do find out who it is, unfortunately, they could be asked to leave. But we are seeing a scout out of MMA and out of Patience. MMA's a bit further forward, so we'll get the information on his opponent first.
And he didn't go for the reactor. He actually went... Oh, sorry, he didn't go for the Reaper. He went for a reactor, so it was just a slightly later gas. And that's why he is going for the SCV scout. I was thinking maybe he wants to go for an eBay block and get the Reaper into the main, but not the case. And as Ella was produced, is he going to cancel it? He is. Just in case there is an eBay block, which could still happen. But actually, there's Nexus, and oh my god, it's actually a double Reaper as the reactor finishes up, which is quite rare.
Indeed, double Reaper is quite rare, but as we saw last game, 2 Reapers, quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, just a little bit. And the Mothership Core, it's a very slow unit, doesn't have, well, it's
not the best. It's good at, if it's positioned correctly, it can defend quite well, but it's gonna be a bit of a pain as Reapers are, as you said, so much faster than it. Good shot.
Yeah, and he gets the SCV. That shouldn't have realistically died, as it didn't get too much information. And, it's a free little kill there. But here come Reapers 1 and 2. Oh my god, 3 and 4 are in production as well.
Oh my god. So many Reapers. This is going to be quite interesting. Stalker is on the way, so this will be very useful at helping defenders with the Mothership Core. So we'll have to see what MMA can pull out of this.
Definitely, and at this point, Patience is not expecting this.
Oh, Reaper already in position. Stalker already in position. That was absolutely perfect by Patience.
Absolutely. So not too much. Did the SCV that Patience went and scouted with, it must have just turned around. It was just scouting the natural just to make sure that nothing funky happened. Now, the 2 Reapers were spotted, so of course, Patience, who's lagging?
It's Darth. Oh, dear. Well, we will have to see what these Reapers do. Currently, chilling in the back of the base. We'll have to see if they can get anything. They're waiting for the probes to get saturated. And here we go. Probes are now on that base. So the Reapers will go to down and get one. Get two. Mothership Core moving into position. There's the photon overcharge as well. And down they go.
Wow.
Love the long range Nexus overcharge shot. Very nice.
But he does have to be careful as the main is exposed. Now the Stalkers run down here. He's not going to expect 2 extra Reapers after he just
Stargate though as well.
Yeah. Like, you know, like you never expect 2 Reapers like you just saw, let alone 4 like we see right now. So he was duped by that. They didn't really get any kills though because this is a fantastic wall off by Patience as we can see right here.
Indeed.
So, you know, that limits the Reapers' mobility around the main base. Now, what do we have? We have an Oracle, we have Stim, there's an eBay. This eBay is not going to be complete, or the turret will not be complete by the time the Oracle gets there. So he does have a little bit of a timing window. And how many Marines does he have? He only has 8. So he is producing 4
How many is it exactly?
6.
6 Marines is what what it takes to kill an Oracle.
Yeah, you need 6 Marines to kill an Oracle. And a couple more workers could get picked off here. 2 Reapers do 3 shot.
Oh,
and one will fall.
Stalkers moving in, but not able to catch it. That Reaper is able to escape it. As you said, 1 did fall. And here's
7
the
Marines in the natural.
Oracle, and there it goes.
Yep, Patience. Yeah, flies into it, flies out. And the more Marines are in the natural, so he could have used this up in the main base, but he's not going to get much as the Oracle has already taken damage. And, you know, the turrets are being erected right now, or the one in the main is at least. So, you know, the main is nice and safe as well.
Indeed, that Oracle will just hang around, wait until some Marines move out, and just move in whenever it gets the chance. When there's a gap, it will move in, attempting to find one right now. We'll get the SEV building there, and we'll probably get 2 more. And now needs to get out of there as the Marines are moving in and preventing it moving into the natural. So that Oracle will just get out, and it will just dance in when it can. Reaper goes down. Very nice defense here from Patience as well as offense.
Yeah, my favorite thing is this wall. I absolutely love that. And this is, you know, it's become a lot more common. And you know, this is a map where it's quite really hard to actually kill off the Reapers because, like the Blink, there's so much space for them to jump up and down. Now the Oracle is still just chilling out here. Did I? Oh, okay, it was just a standard bunker. I was like, where's that bunker? and there's the starport. So of course we're gonna have, you know, your standard bio play coming out of MMA here. The Patience, who is actually going up to a Colossus play, which is
also
interesting.
Twilight Council as well. So
yeah, it should be Blink Colossus.
Yeah. So, or even High Templar if he sees his opponent is going Bio, as we have seen. So High Templar for the late game, Colossus for the near future. Very nice there. Going to be able to see where those Marines are going, and kept the Oracle alive.
Yes, that which is nice in the Revelation is a really big deal because if, you know, when the medevacs finish up and he just starts to drop you Revelation, or you reveal the medevacs, and then you know that where the drops are, so you're pretty much drop proof because of that. And this third base should get spotted, or at least MMA should kind of know that's coming soon. That probe is waiting.
Indeed, 2 probes down there, and
There's
Stalkers moving in for the secure is pretty much indicative of the expansion. There we go. Blink is on the way, as well as the attack upgrades for level 1, and Colossus also on the way.
I got me. I'm much happier. I much prefer seeing a +1 attack than a +1 armor from the Protoss in this situation.
I agree, especially when you have something like Colossus.
Colossus especially. Now, if you do go for something like Charge or, you know, High Templars,
anything with Zealots that are involved.
Pretty
basically,
much.
you want the armor because Zealots
exactly.
ridiculously good when they tank.
Exactly, and you know, Stalkers can't take much damage, so adding on a +1 armor for them doesn't really do much. But we do have a double medevac drop, and this should have been spotted by that observer. And Blink will not be completed by the time it gets here. I don't think Patience did spot it though, so
I don't think he did. He's not really reacting to it. If he did, there's almost nothing here. Gonna have to just be a warp in to defend against this Mothership Core. Drawing nothing is ready.
Yeah, but MMA's now actually abusing this, so he's not taking advantage of this. If he had dropped onto the high ground, he does scan the main, and it looks like he forces everything into the main, trying to get a cancel on the third base, and he might actually get it.
Colossus moving forward. Nope, been chased off instead. Going to go straight into that main base.
Mothership Core
will finish up.
Should go for the photon overcharge. We'll see that added on. Pylon will get picked off, and of course, the main is so big that photon overcharge does not cover the entire main, so MMA is just going to wait up here for the prime time moment.
Indeed, just literally going to wait for that to finish up. And the second Patience brings his units to defend this. Patience just going to MMA going to pick up, head straight back down to that third.
Is nearly oh, there it does finish up, and Patience. He's like, oh, so close, so close. But unfortunately, it does get denied. Now,
a lot of Marines heading across the map as well. Yeah. This is going to be a very, very aggressive push out of MMA. Currently, with not really a supply lead, supplies are very even. Third base is finished up, but the shield's almost completely gone on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And now this is going to be maybe a bit of a two-pronged attack, so force fields and stuff like that will not be as useful, because if he goes to force field the ramp here, the units stem from this location, they could pick off the Colossus very easily. The Mothership, of course, should have enough energy for another photon overcharge, which it does.
Indeed, here we go. First group is moving in. Going to try and bait out some force fields. Also baits a Colossus out of position. And here we go. Patience moving into a more central position. Realizes this could be a Proton attack. And we are also seeing an armory on the way from MMA. So going to continue his upgrades as soon as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. He does have, I believe, 2 eBays.
So moving out of position here because there's also a drop in the main. At the same time as there's photon overcharge going down on the third base, drop in the main doing quite a lot of damage. Two-pronged attack coming in. Third base does go down, and all these units do get out. Drop in the main was cleared up, but very nice damage here by MMA. Is going to lose that one prong of his army as well.
Yep. Now we did just see the 2 Widow Mines are actually placed behind you.
Oh, I did not see that. That was a good blink.
Yeah, he actually didn't lose any Stalkers there, so he dodged the projectiles, a nice little one there, but of course, about 9 workers were killed, so cost efficient. Sentries are getting picked off here. They're so expensive, you can't lose them that easily, or for such free units. Now, we do have the third Nexus being retaken. MMA has already secured his third base, and it is fully saturated with the gas guys has already been mined from. So, nice economic advantage there, of course, when you include the meals. Because it's 65 workers v 63, so 2 in MMA's favor. So, Terrans should never be ahead in the work account and then have the meals, because that's, well, let's just have a look. There we are. That's why.
Yeah, that is exactly why. But we are seeing MMA moving around the map, clearing up any pylons for vision and anything else. If he goes down the left-hand side, he will see quite a few that are there for which can be used for when Patience actually is able to move in on some aggression. But right now, Patience just building up his unit count. Currently on 3 Colossus, will soon be on 4. But many scans going down too. Yeah,
pylon will get picked off over here. And of course, these pylons are to spot the drop, so they're doing their job at the same time. But MMA's been very intelligent to make sure that he gets them all, which, it gets to a point where it becomes very, very cost inefficient to have these. Because obviously if you put like 4 pylons to stop drops and they kill off all the pylons.
3 Colossus moving in. Sentries will allow these Colossus to win the fight if MMA chooses to fight. Nice blink there. I'm not sure if he actually picked off a medevac. I think they were able to boost out of there. But Patience moving back into his defensive posture and does now have those 4 Colossus.
Yeah, and that is actually getting quite scary. The upgrades, he's only upgrading 1 at a time from a single forge. So MMA is eventually going to overtake him because 2-2 has almost completed, whereas the +2 is about to finish, or the +2 armor is about to finish up. So it's going to be 3 upgrades v4. So MMA with an advantage. The supply advantage is also in his favor, and the work account's near enough even, so that is an army supply advantage. But of course, with 5 Colossus, or the 5th one soon to be out in the field, he has to have good micro. He cannot get trapped by force fields. He's got a split. And he's going to have a good engagement. Otherwise, the Colossus and the Splash was just going to chomp away.
Indeed, and we can't gloss over the fact that the Templar Archives is finished up, and 4 High Templars were just warped in.
2 Archons.
Yeah, the 2 Archons, I do believe.
There's 2-2 finished up for MMA as well with the +1 weapons for the mechs, so those Vikings add in some extra DPS. Widow Mine's recent buff do a lot of extra damage against the Protoss, especially with the shield buff, or the damage buff against the shields.
Indeed, we are seeing a bit of a dance of death here. Nice blink away. But Novaton is down, able to pick off 1 Marauder, but we're seeing units just dance forward, trying to lure these units into the weather mines, but Patience having none of it. And it looks like he's just going to throw away units here, trying to draw into the Winter Mines, but it's just not happening. The Vikings, though, taking down the Mothership Core. He's so close to these Winter Mines, but I think Patience suspects everything right now, and he's just picking off units 1 at a time. Very nice here. Photon Overcharge will be running out soon, but yep, MMA, none of this, realizing this attack is not working.
No, but he's just keeping some pressure. He's expanded behind this. He's getting his 3-3 upgrade, so he's even, he's getting even further ahead. Because that's actually quite scary. Now, there is also a triple drop up by here, and I think...
Not a Widow Mines in that.
Has Patience walled himself? No, he hasn't. But this has been spotted by the Observer, so these 3 medevacs could actually get annihilated pretty fast against the Blink Stalkers.
Indeed, second they do go in. They are currently waiting until there is more of an opportune moment to go in, and there's a lot of pylons coming in up here.
These are 3 full medevacs as well.
Indeed, this is going to be very, very strong when it does decide to go in. And we see 2 sensor towers are also down for MMA. He is just preparing for any kind of counterattack.
Here it comes, get ready. Is he going to intercept it? Oh, there we are.
Here we go.
1, 2.
2 go down. That's very nice there. And Patience is now maxed where MMA isn't. Patience is also moving out across the map, taking this as his opportunity to strike, moving straight towards that 4th base, but choosing to be a bit more cautious. I think that was
that's a
it
lot of
was
Zealots
about
as
to
well.
be. Zealots kinda good against Bio. Widowmine has burrowed, but they're out of range now. And unfortunately, MMA's micro was too good and was able to move out of range of his own Widowmine into the range of his sensor tower, though, so he's going to be able to see this. Yep, but a little bit of lag. But we're also seeing, I'm not sure what it is, but something is attacking that 4th base. It seems to be one unit. It was for a Zealot, but it's now dead, because that is apparently Fortress. But Patience's army is out on the map. Supply has quite drastically dropped thanks to all those Zealots dying. But they're currently being replaced. Storm is on the way. I'm not sure what just died. What
I think
died?
it was a Colossus.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was. You can see the leg there.
Yeah.
And I think a Viking or two did get picked off in return for that. There are cannons now finished up. He couldn't waste that many Stalkers up here, and it could die, and it will not.
So close.
And a feedback will finish it off, though.
Widowmine, though.
Oh,
move it out.
pew.
Oh, if that focused the High Templar, that would be catastrophic. Oh, the High Templar is now down. Didn't even get the feedback off. This is actually quite an effective drop out of MMA.
Yeah, it's kind of.
He's going for the upgrade. Zealots have been spawned, but I think they may actually get it. Gets the upgrade. There is still another Forge which immediately restarts that upgrade. And there is also a Warp Prism on the way for Patience right now. A lot of those gateways have. When did they finish up? I'm hoping just now. Yeah.
Yeah, not too long ago. We do have that. You know, that medevac that's just gonna chill up here. I think. I hope that the. Oh. Ouch. Yeah, he needs to add on a cannon there. And yeah, I was gonna say I hope the Warp Prism is for some sort of Templar drops or something like that. We do have Immortals in production now that he realizes there's a lot of Vikings out on the field. We do have 6 Colossus, which is, you know, a nice number, and we do have 2 nukes just now started.
Oh, I love the nuclear
oh my god, we got a high sack, auto track, and Terran building armor. So this
every upgrade for the Terran. It's upgrade sale, and every Terran is invited. But we are currently seeing MMA looking to go nice blink forward, focusing down a couple of those Vikings, but not able to pick anything off yet. But as you said before, Immortals are on the way. And there's quite a lot of High Templars here. All of them will have Storm available. There are a lot of Templars. We will Ghosts all the way, so we could be seeing some EMPs. There goes some of the EMPs. I'm not sure if it got in Templar. Didn't actually get enough of the Templars. And down goes a lot of the ground units, but there's just too many Vikings in the air. Down go the Colossus. There's too many Marauders left alive. Down go the Stalkers as well. Lots of Zealots have just been spawned in to try and keep himself alive. Pretty much only Marauders and Ghosts left. Yeah, so these Zealots going to be very good here. Vikings have been landed.
There's also kind of a triple-pronged attack. We've got the drop in the main. The Widowmine's still doing damage up there. Or actually, it's killed all the workers now, so it's just chilling. And yeah, this drop is actually doing some worker damage, and an Immortal will get some damage done. And
here we go. Zealots realizing there's a lot of Vikings here as well. Need to move back and wait for reinforcements. Here we go. Vikings are being... Sorry, but their Archons are being morphed. They're going to move in. There's so many units here, though, for MMA. He's pushing forward. There's not really enough to defend this. Colossus is just about to finish, but there's nothing here to tank for it when it's happening. There's the GG, and MMA takes the first game.
And that was a good game between them both. A bit unfortunate there for the upgrades and stuff like that to get picked off. Oh, that's funky.
Oh. Well,
okay.
Thank you very much, Starcraft.
Thank you.
Shows last time I went on NA.
And yeah, so the upgrades were a big deal because it was 3-3, 3-2-2, and you know you can't really do that. The Vikings had that's a map where you kind of have to be careful with Colossus as well because there's so many cliffs and ups and downs and stuff that you walk up and down where the Vikings can have a nice position against the Colossus over like an area where they're not going to get attacked. So a lot of Colossus did get picked off that.
Indeed.
For not much return. So we have Habitation Station. Interesting.
Not one of the more common maps we've been seeing.
No, not really, actually. Especially for PvT.
Yeah. Well, we will see his thought process very soon. Map will be being made, and we'll be getting into it as soon as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, just to go back over that game, that was a really well-played game, actually. A lot of funky strategies. Especially with the there's the invite, with the Reapers from MMA that I haven't seen in a while actually. A reactor, an immediate reactor as well into double Reapers into 2 more Reapers. All right, so
indeed we are now in fact in the pre-game lobby. So we'll be getting into the game as soon as possible. Both players are in the lobby, so I am excited. This would be very good. I thought you said put me as the player there. I misread that completely, and I was like, Pewee, what's in? Show him how it's really done.
Go on, I'll take on patience, no problems.
Oh goody, PvP. The only time we would see a PvP in this, who jumped in to play patience. But it looks like we do have all the casters here. So we should be getting into the game quite soon. We need to wait for the players ready.
Is that everyone?
We will find out soon. I believe that's everyone. Darth's gone and Wolfie's gone. I believe so.
Well, the thing is, we're meant to have Empire Zerg doing the Russian, so
Yeah,
I don't know
but
where
he doesn't
Empire
appear to
Zerg
be
is.
here.
It could be it's Good Game RU stream, so that's interesting.
Yeah. Bringing him in. We will find we'll find out if he's authorized or not later. Hopefully he will get in as soon as possible. He is in. Have the players both said they are ready? Yep, Patience given us a ready. And MMA has given us a GGGL, so I'm assuming he is not. He is in fact ready as well.
He is, but that was a couple minutes ago, so just make sure that he is.
Yes, make sure that it's all good, and then we'll be getting into the game. Game number 2 of this best of 3 series, and Patience playing really well, even though he did lose that last game. I'm really excited to see what he pulls out this game on his map.
Yeah, of course it's a veto in you veto down to one map, guys. Then it's loser's choice. So yeah, we give them a little bit of an advantage if they just lose map. They can choose one that they would like, and it is 1-0, 1-0 right now to MMA. So
Indeed.
match point. Patience has to win this. Technically, this is his first series of the Gfinity Elite Division.
Technically it is,
Technically,
yeah. Wants to get off to a rocking start,
Yeah.
he needs to bring it back.
Yeah, he'll actually be playing 2 games next week and 2 games the week after.
Indeed. So, we are now in the game introducing the players. In the top left-hand corner, playing as the pink Protoss, we have Patience. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, as the red Terran, and 1-0 up in this series, we have MMA.
Yep. Now the map is Habitation Station, a map that everyone's kind of used to, but not everyone's a big fan of it because it's just very different.
Yeah, different is a way of putting it.
Yeah, it's just it has all these. It creates different game scenarios and stuff like that based on the the way the map works. It's pretty straightforward though. Obviously this is your natural. This is normally the third, unless you want to be a bit hyper aggressive. Then you take the gold because there have been one base plays into. Like, I don't know, like an Oracle build into an expansion at the gold, and then like a follow-up with like 6 or 7 gateways where you just power gateway units and do a lot of damage. And that's, of course, one of the reasons why everyone's like, oh, gold, we hate them, and that's originally why they did get taken out. But, it's kind of actually
I'm
impressive.
a fan of the golds. I like the golds. I also
You would.
I like everything. You know I like everything. I was a fan of the rich Vespine geysers on Atlantis
God.
spaceship.
That was a terrible
I wasn't a fan of the map. I just like the idea of the Vespine geysers. I think maps should have variety. It adds variety to the game.
I'll kind of give you that credit. Like I remember when they were talking about like having maps with like one gas geyser as well.
Yeah, more similar to a Kesper style, where
Yeah.
everything is different.
Yeah, exactly. And I wanted to see how StarCraft would play out with like less resources to mine from because it would make the game a bit slower.
Yeah,
But-
unfortunately, it makes Marines really overpowered because they no gas units to defend against them.
Yeah. All right. So, in general, maps or in general builds that we will be seeing or that work well on this map, any type of sky build goes well. So obviously oracles, banshees, something like that works
Yep.
very well. It looks like we actually might have a widow mine drop or something like that, or Hellion drop, which is
Yep.
very good on this map. Obviously, you can get to your opponent's main nice and easily through the flying over here.
Massive air area.
Yes, and nothing will get scouted because there's nothing there to spot. So the watchtowers will not see it. So it's guaranteed to get there without being spotted, and then it all comes down to your opponent's reactions. And if he has the stalker wait in or the mothership core wait in. Of course, the mothership core can fly out here and actually do some scouting, but it's a bit risky because obviously if the units run up into your main and your mothership's not there, you could just lose instantly off the back of that.
Indeed, but that is always the risk with the Mothership Core.
Oh, yes.
You need to have it near your base for defense, or are you going to send it out with your army? It's such a risky unit, but it's a very good one. I'm very much a fan. It is going to move out and get the scout and pray that MMA isn't going for a cheese.
Yeah. Now, he should be able to see this, and if he does see the factory, this is normally what you're going to be expecting if you see a factory. It's just a Widowmine drop. And it's it's a nice build. It keeps I like to say it keeps the Protoss honest, and there we are. He will spot everything, but the Mothership Core is going to take a lot of damage. Oh my god, it's going to take a lot of damage.
Out
and if the Widowmine,
they're not even going to get there in time. Mothership Core will get out, and that's actually a very common help for me to see for us to see the Mothership Core on. Doesn't matter what game it is, at some point the Mothership Core will get into yellow health and then run away. Yeah,
it's just standard. Now, I don't know if MMA was like, oh no, let's run up my Widowmine to burrow it and catch off the Mothership Core. But I don't know if he was like, oh, actually, that's a terrible idea because the Widowmine got spotted. So of course, Patience knows what's happening, and he's gone for an expansion. He's played quite standard. It was like a 21 Nexus, no units before it. Mothership Core, second gas. Now he's out on the robot because of course he saw the Widowmine. So there's a little bit of a time in here where MMA's obviously got get the Widowmine into his opponent's base, and the Medivac did just finish up, so he might be able to.
Because already on the way, one Widowmine and many Marines.
And but we have 20 seconds left, so it is going to get here. Now, I don't see it really doing any damage. The Mothership Core can photon overcharge, and that will zone everything out.
There is one already down there, and it's going to see what it can catch out. Marines going to be dropped near it. Widowmine at the top and bottom of the ramp. These Marines going to see what they can do damage-wise. There are already 3 Stalkers out, and the Widowmine beginning to shuffle its way forward, see what it can catch out.
Photon overcharge has not been deployed yet, because he wants to force it into one of the buildings, so of course he can fly down to the other one, and then start doing damage down here, where there is a bunker nearly completed, and of course 2 Widowmines. I did
not notice that building, and the first Widowmine will go down as the Aura Observer is already up. Second Widowmine moving back, trying to get out of range before anything seriously does happen. Very close to being in range here. Marines getting into the bunker. Widowmine also able to retreat. This is a very aggressive attack. Widowmine does go down.
Great unit control coming out of Patience there. Not losing the Stalker to any of the Widowmines, and target firing correctly, so he's not losing any extra units. He does need to go for the SCV, but actually he just runs past this, and oh my god, this is actually a big deal. We do have pylons being added on, so oh my god, actually MMA could...
He's just going for it.
Yeah, he's absolutely just going for it. The Marines are not even coming out of the bunker to do this. There's the Mothership Core with 85 energy, so nearly enough for a photon overcharge, and we have 3 Stalkers being warped in and 3 more coming across the map. So that's 6 Stalkers against like what? It's like 4 Marines?
4 Marines and all the SCVs. Intercom not even using the mineral walk trick to get the surround. Just going completely all in, trying to stop Patience at all costs from getting up his ramp. Bunker will finish up. The expansion has been lifted, getting quite low here.
Oh my god, this is... shouldn't get picked off, but there is
where's the repair? Okay. There it is. It's dropping. All the SCVs are repairing. That should prevent it from dying.
Oh my god.
And the Stalker goes down. Bunker is salvaged. Expansion is dead, though.
Yeah, so actually Patience comes out worse off the back of that. He is re-expanded now, and he is going to try and maybe soft contain MMA. Obviously, just not let them down the main ramp. But, he's already got his command center. He's got the mills available. He can still produce SCVs. And tech-wise, he's in a good position. Whereas, actually, I have some damage being dealt up here as well, which we kind of missed. But 5 worker kills V7.
Nice Marine micro picking up the weakened one. Oh my god! He's picking up weakened Marines. Does neglect that one and let it die. But these Marines, ridiculously worth right now. And is going to get out of there. Very nice there by MMA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stalkers moving back in, hoping to catch the expansion when it comes down to land, which they will do. The expansion is moving in.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be very interesting. Like I said, it's a bit of a soft contain. You can still kind of do some damage. When Stim finishes up, this is when Patience has to leave, because it gets way too scary, especially with these sentries. And he is going to trap a couple of units there. Nice move. And nice move by MMA, actually, as well, to pick them up to make sure that they do not get picked off. Units lost overall is in MMA's favor, but he's not minding as much at the moment, so it's interesting. An Immortal, so he's not going up to the Colossus, which he should technically go to, but I think he might want to all in.
Indeed, so, I think you may be right there. We're seeing now MMA preparing to go down the ramp, even without Stim, believes he has the army advantage, which he is correct that he does do.
Yeah, definitely. Once Stim finishes up, he absolutely Patience cannot stay. But there actually is the robotic space. So I think he wants the Immortal just to make sure he's he has some extra DPS if anything did come and happen before the oh, nice split there. Before the Colossus finishes up, of course. And this pylon is also gonna get picked off. So that's 3 pylons that get picked off with Patience. That's resources he cannot afford to lose, and supply he needs currently. So that's a very big deal,
quite
actually.
supply blocked, about to be even more supply blocked.
He's going to have 4 free supply in a second when these 2 pylons finish up, and he has to add on the third one. So there's the second Immortal. Interesting, because of course, the Robo Bay is about 15 seconds away from finishing up. So he's not going to be able to produce that Colossus before this attack happens. So this is going to be a bit risky. He's going to have to revolve around on nice force fields, keeping the units out. A photon overcharge in the main, and the Stalkers obviously to try and intercept the drops that would come in. Nice scan there from MMA. Great scan, actually.
Indeed, there's the Stim. Brilliant force field straight away. Oh, that sentry dropping low, but very nice save there from Patience. Here's the drop. Photon overcharge is down. Marines and Marauders being dropped into the base. Those force fields being rejuvenated, and there's so many Stalkers here actually able to hold this back, but there's so many Marines. Photon overcharge seriously helping this. This is going to be tight for Patience to kill off. Marines from the low ground shooting out as well. And the army in the main base has been picked off. Force fields no longer available, but now it looks like Patience may be able to hold up if MMA pushes again.
Yeah, well, MMA just lost a lot of units, actually. Like he lost a lot more than Patience there. That's all I could say. I wasn't expecting that. Like he pretty much overcommitted there. He should just like try to range units, posture, force a mistake, and he is going to lose maybe some more units. But fast reactions from him does pick him up and boost away to safety with that medevac. But here comes the Colossus. This could still be a 2-base Colossus all-in or something. This is a very easy ramp to attack with a 2-base all-in like Colossus. It kind of reminds me of Shakira's Plateau in terms of the map. It's the natural. And also, like 2-base Colossus all-ins are very good. Force fields are going to be able to stop any repair, and then Colossus can easily attack these bunkers from the low ground. 2 medevacs flying in this location, and the third is chilling by here, waiting for the opportunity, I'd imagine, to fly back into the main.
Indeed.
It has got to be an all-in. Either that or it's a very, very safe third base.
Indeed. 3 gateways, I agree. It's probably going to be some form of all-in. Down goes the probe.
Yeah, and that Colossus was down by itself.
I'm out.
Yeah, like he was going to get annihilated there. So thankfully he does head back home. And it's 1-1 upgrades v 0-0 right now. So this is getting interesting. No, he is actually going to take a third base. I don't know how much I agree with this. He's a bit behind. He's got a couple of workers. Overall supply is a little bit ahead, but upgrades are going to catch out. And
getting picked up and boosting on out of there, able to keep the majority of that army alive.
Yeah, MMA's kind of slipping here. He had the advantage that he's kind of let it slip, and I wouldn't say he's out of the game yet, because he's only he's 8 supply down. But I would say tech wise and stuff like that, it's in his favor. Like if he, if the engagement goes in his favor, it'd be a much easier engagement to win as opposed to the Protoss. Like the Protoss has to nail these force fields. It has to have the good micro and stuff like that. All right, so there's once 2-2 finishes up, this is going to be so scary for Patience.
Indeed, which is why, as I think you said, Patience should have gone earlier, in my personal opinion, because he would have hit before the 2-2 and possibly had a chance. But this 2-2 is going to be devastatingly powerful.
Yeah, we do have 3 Colossus. So he seems to like those. He did have like 6 or 7 last map. We do have a triple drop heading up here. I don't believe that was spotted, and Patience is a bit wary of his third base being cancelled or picked off. So he's not, looking too much up here. But he does have enough units where he shouldn't really have to micro. If MMA flies over that, he's just going to lose the medevacs or whatever. But MMA's taking his third at the gold. So, we're going to see a big, I can't think of the word here, an escalation in his production, his income very fast. And oh my god, Patience is turning around with the unit. Here comes the triple drop. Perfect timing. And where was the scan? It was in the center of the map to make sure MMA does not get these medevacs picked off. And he's going to... Oh my god, he's gonna...
Oh, this is devastating right now, and there's a Colossus about to spawn as well. If that tries to defend, it could get picked off here. Patience realizing that there's no point staying to try and defend this and is instead going in for the kill. There's a load of units coming up from the bottom of the map to try and help defend this. That Colossus getting out of there does not want anything to do with that. Patience is also getting ready to attack and is about to move up the natural ramp of MMA. MMA is still currently only on 2 bases, so Patience is still mining from his natural and third base while all this is going on. And here he comes with a large chunk of his army. Going to try and hold it up. The Colossus indeed going to be very useful as well as, I believe, was that an Archon?
Was that what?
I thought I saw an Archon there.
No.
I was imagining it.
No. I don't know exactly what that was. He does need to add on cannons, but well, actually, he can't build anything. He had to spot that. He doesn't have a forge, and he doesn't have a robo, so he can't build an observer. He should have one on the map, though, somewhere. Yeah, he has 2, one there, one there. Okay, there it is. He's heading back to pick that off, so at least he's not slipping there. And that one does get picked off here, so Widow Mines in the main base of MMA will do some damage, or be, like, force Patience not to attack it, because obviously he can't not deal with it.
Indeed, and unfortunately, Patience is a little behind right now. Is going to be able to pick off these Widow Mines, but I would like to point out.
Oh
my God!
No,
That's an even better time to point out. Huey, what do you do when you're behind?
You go DTs, but we do have a big engagement going on. The third base.
No, the Colossus, the Marauders are going to be able to take care of everything else. Marines taking down the Immortals. Down it goes. GG. Too far behind to even Dark Shrine.
Unfortunately, yeah, there was a lot going on there for Patience, and the third base was pretty much about to get annihilated there as we saw the double drop going after it. Very well played there by MMA. There's a lot of really funky things that happened. The fact that he went for the Widow Mine drop, he managed to take out the natural nexus with a bunker, which was very intelligent. That's one of the things, like, you don't plan to do that.
Yeah.
You just have the SCV, you have that moment, you're like, yeah, I'm
going to throw a bunker in this.
Exactly. And, he killed the natural that, hurt the economic, the economy of Patience.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on the other side of the map, Patience did get some economic damage done himself. He forced the lift off, killed some units, some SCVs. But then it was the fact that, of course, like, he killed the natural, and then that little attack that MMA tried to do, that done some damage. But that triple medevac drop at the end was definitely the nail in the coffin.
Indeed. And I would like to say, the main factor of that game that stopped Patience from making a comeback was he built a third base.
Yeah,
as Protoss.
Yeah, in my opinion, like, after he had that nice hold against MMA's attack, like, he was in a position where he was quite far behind, it felt like, because obviously losing your losing your natural that fast is a big deal. Like, that's a lot of wasted resources, or a lot of resources that you're not earning as a potential, because obviously you build the extra probes and stuff like that to mine from them, and yeah, he had a nice little engagement outside his natural with the force fields and stuff like that, and then of course. He should have capitalized on that. Like, he had a nice, like, 20 supply advantage. He was going for Colossus. I would love to see the 2-base all-in with, like, 5 or 7 gateways.
Indeed. And, however, that is the end of that series.
Yeah, 2-0.